What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Where the Locals Skate. I'm your host once again, OG Skate Show. This is a podcast where we get to know local skaters on and off the board. And of course, here with me always, well, today we have a special guest for a couch boy. We have Max in the studio.
Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Dude, thank
Big
you.
love to Listo and Peralta. They're here in spirit.
Yes, they are, man. Thank
Always.
you for holding it down for us, buddy. And now let's introduce our guest this week. We have Rainz Cash.
Yo,
in the
what's
studio.
up? What's
Dude,
good?
Thank you for being here, bro.
Hell yeah, thank you for having me.
Dude, I appreciate you coming down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
First question I ask everybody is, what city are you repping?
I'm from Oakland and Richmond, so I'm from the Bay, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's really the cities that I rep from. I'm really just in LA to make shit happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you say the Bay Area, I'm already thinking Too Short and E40.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, if you look at like one of my skate parts, E40's in my intro.
Okay.
Like, kind of like, yo, what's up? This is the homie. You know what I mean?
That's so sick.
I grew up with all them.
That's so dope, man.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us today, bro.
For sure.
And
Thank
again,
you for
dude,
having
shout
me.
out to the Bay Area.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? And how did you start skating?
Man, so how I started skating was because I did BMX 1st.
Mhm.
Like from like 3 years old, I was jumping off of stuff with my bike, right? And then when I was like 9, my bike had already broke a couple times. My dad like welded it together. Like I never got a new bike. You know what I'm saying? It just kept breaking over and over. Like if you snapped your board and you fucking wrapped it with duct tape or something, you know, it's gonna snap.
Right.
So I'm riding this hoopty ass bike, but I was really good at it. And there was, at this point, I had a couple neighbors that were skateboarders. And I bunny hopped over 5 decks,
Okay.
right? And my fucking bike broke again. And I was like, damn. So the homie had a board,
Mhm.
and I just started skating,
Okay.
you know?
Just
and
because the bike broke.
my bike was broke,
Yeah.
and I wasn't going to get another one.
Oh.
And it's not like there was like, oh, hey, son, let's
Yeah.
get another bike. And it was just
$500.
fucking done. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, that was it. So, like, and everybody had, like, new school boards, you know? And then my friend made me skate this fucking Tony Hawk board with, like, just a tail.
Okay.
You know? So, like, I had to kind of grind it out for, like, a full-ass year with a older school board when everybody else had new boards.
Mhm.
But I was fucking skating, dude. I didn't really care. And I was so young, I didn't really think about it. Now that I look back, I'm like, damn, I really skated that heavy board for that long. But at the time, I was just having fun.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't really
I
tripping.
mean, my first board one, not like my very first one, but the first one when I wanted to go out with the homies. Yeah, it was Frankensteined up, bro.
Oh,
There's,
yeah.
like, all these parts that they could just put together for me just so I could go out.
Yeah.
But that's how you start, man. I mean, shit.
Yeah, and that's just how I started skating. And then eventually, because when I started skating, I played like football on teams and baseball and basketball, like because I like all sports, you know,
Right.
like
Athletic. Yeah.
But I was kind of at the point where this shit was a little annoying because I really just wanted to play football. But they had me like running up and down hills and shit, which I get now training.
Right.
But when you're a little kid, you just
Just
let
want
us
to play the
play.
game.
just let us
Yeah.
fucking play football,
Yeah.
bro. You know? And then we would here's where it really crossed over though. The football fucking practice was at like one of the best skate spot high schools, right?
Okay.
And one day I'm fully padded up, you know, got my helmet on, and at one point I'm like hot as fuck, looking over, and my friends are over there skating, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I really wish I could just skate right now, you know. And I was starting to get better, so I really just wanted to stay at it.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually after the season, I was like, I'm not gonna do this shit no more, dude. Like,
So skating took over.
I just wanted to start skating. Yeah, and skating even took over music back then because I started doing. There was multiple times where I started to do music, but skating always overtook everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you're an active guy though, so that's
Yeah.
I could see that. You know, like sitting in a studio, you probably need to get out and run around, probably.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it took me a while to figure out the balance to still do skateboarding mostly full time, but then balance out all the other shit. Like you don't have to cancel out everything to do one thing. You just really have to figure out your balance.
Balance.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how you
Yeah.
gonna balance it out and make it work towards the other thing. You know, like if your
That's
life
true.
is skateboarding and you want to run a business, well, then it probably should have something to do with one another. So
Yeah.
Have it all harmonized with each other.
Right,
yeah,
right.
I mean, you could expand your portfolio and do whatever the fuck you want, but
Yeah,
starting
but
off,
if you want to wake up in the morning and love what you do.
exactly,
Yeah.
have it be your passion. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Amen to that one.
Are you,
Definitely.
are you goofy or are you regular?
I'm regular.
You're regular?
Yeah, I'm regular, but I could skate switch. Like
Alright.
I'm like super ambidextrous, or however you say that.
Okay.
Yeah, and but I'm primarily regular.
Did you start in the Bay Area skating?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah,
brought
I was-
it when you came down here. You already.
Yeah. When I moved to LA, I had been skating and had been sponsored by hella people. I had already been. I think I made my third skate film, and was handed it out. I had it out like over 5,000 copies of that movie
Wow.
when I first moved to LA.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was crazy.
What's the video called?
It's called New Money, New Money, because it's the sequel to New Money, and it's called Forced Abduction. And I'll send you the link or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's actually I will, and you can tell me what you think afterwards. But it's literally one of the fucking best skate videos ever, and I'm not just saying that because I made it. It's literally a movie, right? It's a dope movie, like with action scenes and. You know what I'm saying? I got all the homies to be in it, and it's super dope. I don't want to spoil it, but I do some superhero shit at the end to save the kid. You know? And then as far as the skateboarding goes, fucking everybody's in it, bro. Nija's in it. Pudwell's in it. Shane O'Neill's in it. I'm in it. Pooh Rail's in it. Pooh Rail got a little kid part and an older kid part in there. It's legendary, bro. And then Baby Bash is in it. Too Short, E40, like all the Bay legends, bro. Like, trust, everybody's in it. Drew Down, fucking Jacka. I got all that shit, bro.
I'm gonna have to watch this, man.
Yeah, it's lit. And the falling section, like, is so fucked you can hardly watch it.
Okay.
So it has all the good elements as a skate video. You know what I mean?
All right. What were you skating back then? What are you hitting?
Street.
Street?
Yeah, like I always just skated street. Like I grew up basically skating at a gas station. Like so when I got that board from those people, there was a gas station like around the corner, and that's basically where we skated at for like 4 years.
Our gas station had like painted curbs, so they were always
those are the best.
Yeah.
easy. They're slick.
You don't gotta wax them or nothing.
Just a little bit
ready
of
to
wax
go.
it takes. Yeah, if you need any. Yeah.
Well, one of my dreams is once I have like a nice piece of property or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to recreate that little gas station skate spot in my backyard.
That's awesome.
That's dope.
I'll make it maybe the curbs a little higher because they were just regular size double curbs.
So
maybe
have
I'll
it
make
inspired as from the original spot.
Yeah. But I know that, bro, I skated that shit when I was a little kid, but I could still literally know every inch of that spot. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, we had the gas station, a Jack in the Box, and then we figured out this little spot. And we named it the Lip Slide.
Oh, sick.
And it was just like our little parking lot with curbs and stuff. We just waxed the hell out of them. And we didn't even know nothing about rub bricking yet. So,
oh, yeah.
like, we were just waxing, like, rough curbs and using them until they actually worked, you know?
I'm still doing that.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right. What would be some of your tricks that you pop off?
When I was first starting?
Yeah.
My first, like, good flip trick that I remember I learned was fakie varial kickflip.
Okay.
You know, like something about like going fakie and like if you put your front foot back a little bit, it just kind of flicks and you know, like
you can fling it.
that was easier to me than to bust a kickflip at first.
Yeah.
So like, but that makes sense now looking back because I just do weird tricks. So like it was, I guess, destiny for me to start off with that fucking fakie varial flip, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So I used to do fakie varial flips. I was always super good at manuals. Yeah.
That's so dope, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that, dude. I love that you took skateboarding to that level, though. You're making the videos and all that stuff.
Dude, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Who was some of your influences like that?
Shit. When I was going to Pier 7 and going to Embarcadero, because keep in mind, I was at Embarcadero in the 90s. You know, and I was at Pier 7 when that shit first opened. And Carl Watson was always like the big brother to everybody, you know, like I feel like we were watching Mike York and people like that in person. And, you know, like I got in Mike York's way one time when I was a little kid. Like there's always funny. And we were all from the Bay, bro. We're like,
it'll be funny if you were the guy that made him spin around and just.
I know. I wish I was.
You know?
I wish I was. I have to look at that clip, but I don't think I am because when I got in his way, I remember him yelling at me.
Yeah.
Not spinning around. I remember him saying like, "You fucking little kid, get the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
But we were just like little hood kids, so like you really didn't want to say the wrong thing to us either, you know, like. But it was all love. It was Pier 7. They just built the shit.
The good old days, man.
Yeah, it was sick.
What inspired you to pursue skateboarding and to where you wanted to make creations about it and put all the love and intention into it? What inspired you?
Totally. Man, I'm always been like an artist and entrepreneur at the same time. So like as I was skateboarding, I was always drawing and singing and, you know, rapping and shit. Like I always knew like the words to every song on the radio. I always knew that music was going to be the main shit, you know? But skateboarding to me was just like a discipline in a way. Like I was always super athletic. So it was really more athletic than the sports that I was playing, you know, because it was like high risk, you know, and like more self-challenging than, you know, like
mental battles.
Yeah, if you win a football game, it might not have been your fault. It might have been the other guy who dropped the fucking ball. You know what I'm saying? Like skateboarding's dope because if you want to kill it, then you go do that shit. Yeah. Or die trying.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You could be on a team that won, and then you didn't even play the whole season. You're like, wait, what happened?
Yeah.
But I got the trophy, too.
Yeah. So as I was skateboarding and having that, like, we were, like, popping off of little clothing brands and making videos. I had a friend that was, like, in a Robin Williams movie, right? His mom, like, got him in a Robin Williams movie. So we always had a video camera. Like his mom knew that we needed a video camera. So shit, we were filming when there was a VHS tape in the side of the camera. Right. You know what I'm saying? And here's the crazy thing. We were trend-setting shit like before we even knew it, right? My friend I skated with, Studio, like he'll probably see this, right? I saw him at Street League the other day. But we used to call him Bam. Okay. Right? His name was Bam. And when we were little kids, we were breaking car windows and fucking throwing rocks through TVs and shit and doing all this. Way before YouTube and all this shit, you know what I'm saying? And then out of nowhere, a dude named Bam comes out, and they're breaking shit, and we're like, bro, Y2K. What the fuck, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Y2K, yeah. But it didn't stop us. We just kept doing what we were doing. But
CKY, that's what it was. CKY.
Dude, we were doing all that shit way before that.
Yeah.
Just because we were in the hood. We were in the hood, and there was shit to do, you know? Like.
But he got smart, and I just heard the story because I was watching the 9 Club, and he said that they were about to lose their house, so he ended up all the stuff that they did that they just started filming it, and then he ended up he's a legend. It got distributed by the same people that did 411, so that's how he ended up getting the tapes out there. Wow! And it was pretty much like you said, there was no internet, so it was all word of mouth at the time. Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's like, wow,
dude. Bam and like the Dern brothers and people like that is exactly what like I'm talking about, like with your question, because that's literally like. Just making something almost like out of nothing, you know, like, oh, let's just put a drop in on our roof, you know, like we're already living in the house, you know, it's just like, that's what's dope about skateboarding.
Well, that happened during COVID, I think. They didn't have nowhere to skate, so they put everything in their house. I mean, they had stuff to skate, but then it ended up just intensifying, like growing.
That was a time where you really like I elevated so much in that couple of years, like, how I looked at it though was like, I was like, if you're in a race and everybody's going to sit down, it's going to be easier to win, right? Right. So I just was like, everybody's going to sit down. I'm going to do twice as much. Fuck that. No. And just came out at the end of that shit like a fucking champion, bro. Like, I swear to God.
That's amazing.
So worth it.
That's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Were there any skate parks back then, or?
There was Benicia, which is so old school. If anybody is watching this that knows about Benicia Skate Park back in the day, there were some fucking straight OGs, I swear to God. And there used to be a Taco Bell right next to it. Okay. And that was like when Taco Bell was still legit, you know? So we were skating and eating Taco Bell all fucking day, dude. That shit was amazing. It was so sick. But they tore it down eventually and remade a new Benicia. Now it's a different one, but it was sick, dude. And that was really the park. But we didn't really have parks, so we were just street skating the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said you had some sponsors too, right?
Yeah.
How did that align? What brought your first sponsor's attention to your energy?
Shit. I think my first like real sponsor was this clothing company, Stimulus, and they were like picking us up in a van and taking us and having demos lined up, and we had a really solid group of skaters, bro.
Nice.
Like that was.
And how did that align?
I'm trying to think of how I met them. I think I might have met them through Studio. I think he met them somewhere because Studio was like hella personable, talking to everybody and stuff. And
did it start with like a skate shop kind of thing first, like Skate Shop Flow or anything?
No, that company was just a dude from Oakland named T, who was just a hardcore entrepreneur, bro. Like,
wanted to make it happen.
He was like, I'm gonna get this clothing brand, which was really just a bunch of t-shirts at first and hoodies. and he got the team, and he was, dude, we were young as fuck, bro, and this guy's buying us pizza and shit and skating. I was like, this is crazy.
It's a blessing.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then some of the, like, one of the dudes, Freddie, like, I ended up putting him in that video I was telling you guys about. He's got a part in there.
Mm-hmm.
It was just amazing, dude. And that was, like, one of the first sponsors. But I had a hell of sponsors in the Bay. Like, and then a sponsor that probably everybody knows is there's a dude named Chewy Gomez, who's, like, one of the most famous radio hosts in the Bay Area. Like, he's been there for fucking ever, dude. And he had boards and shirts and shit. And I used to go to the radio station. It was crazy, bro. I go to the radio station, into the actual radio station where they're filming the fucking show, and he would be like, here, bro, give me some boards. And I have a shot where I introduce him in that same movie, too. So I got all the receipts to back this shit up, bro. Like,
That's fucking
you
rad.
could watch the video and see me getting boards from Chewy in the radio station.
Dude, I wonder, like, do you ever wonder if you didn't grow up in the Bay Area that wouldn't have happened for you, or maybe?
Nah, because I've
you still have
not
that drive?
to sound weird or anything, but I've like lived hella different lives, and I always seem to be making music and shit in every.
So no matter where you would have been, you would have still been making music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think because you're in such an iconic area where rap, like besides LA, the Bay Area got their, everybody knows them. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
so,
everybody copies our whole shit.
You know what I mean? So
That's where everything originates from.
So yeah, I think that helps a lot too. And then being in part of a skateboarding culture.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And then because we're the guys that make things that are cool. So everybody's like, wear this, put this on. We need people to see this. We need
The
eyeballs
whole
on this.
world is modeled around what we fucking built.
Yeah.
We're the ones that used to have cameras and film and shit. And now you see everybody with the thing. Now you watch these Hollywood movies. They got handheld shots, like the whole industry has followed us. Obviously the fashion, all the fashion and just everything.
Streetwear.
Yeah, everything
for
is
sure.
just copied from the Bay and skateboarding.
Yeah,
Pretty
sure.
much.
I feel like
Street life.
skateboarding inspires so many like sub genres too.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't even know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. Dude, I love that. And then moving down here, how old were you when you got here? I was gonna ask too before that, like your moms or pops, everybody, how do they feel about your sponsors and stuff? Or like,
they love it.
They love it, right?
Yeah, they
Oh,
love
beautiful.
it. Yeah, they love it. Of course, everybody when you're young, they're like, "Oh, why are you gonna do all that? You're never gonna get paid." I'm like, "Oh yeah, you want to see?" You know what I'm saying? So now
have
it's
that
kind
mentality.
of yeah, because I love a challenge. I'm super competitive, so it's like,
Okay.
don't tell me I'm not gonna get this shit done, bro. I promise you, I'll fucking get this shit done. But yeah, man, fucking, it's all love. So I moved out here. I'll say how long I moved out here rather than how old I was when I moved out here. I'm on a different timeline.
Okay.
So I moved out here like 11 years ago
11 years ago.
to
Okay.
LA.
Okay.
Yeah. So moved out here and it was just lit, bro. Like how I really saw out here, because my homie Haji Springer, he's like a super dope Indian rapper from the Bay. And I used to drive his car, right? Because he had radio interviews and all the shit, and he would want to party. So I would be like sober driving his Benz, right? And he was showing me all LA, bro. And I was like, man, I really like it out here, like it's sick. And then in the Bay, we were like, I had some video job, because I used to do music videos and shit too. Like literally.
Like a production company?
Yeah, like everybody around me was rapping. Right. And although I knew I was going to do music, I was also just seeing money.
Right.
Right. So I started charging everybody $350 a music video. Right. And I already had a fucking camera for skating.
Yeah,
So I just used my skate camera. And then, like, if I used a fisheye, they'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, that shit looks hard. Right. And they're like, I'm like, give me that fucking money. So I was making hella videos. And so when I moved to LA, I was already like, I had already did hella shit, bro. Like, and that's what you got to have your own power and shit. Like, because a lot of people come to LA and they fall for the trap because they need somebody to put them on and shit.
Right.
I don't need nobody to put me on. When I moved out here, I already made 3 fucking movies. I already knew hella people. You know what I'm saying? I was already doing hella shit, bro. Like,
I think it's a big thing what you just said, when you come to out here anywhere where you feel like you need to be for your profession, whatever, you feel like you need other people to help align you. But really it's like, if you got it in you and you have the love, like, and intention in what you do, it's gonna happen for you, you know?
yeah, nah, bro. I'm so sick of people in general. You know what I'm saying? So like, I just like to do my own thing. Like, you have to have a team. You have to have a good team, but you have to know how to do shit on your own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know
like,
what
that's
I'm saying?
the foundation right there. I feel like, and then you can build on top of it.
Yeah, like what people don't see is like me grinding the shit out for 15, 20 hours every fucking day. You know, like I got like, you see my shit, bro. I got 8 computers and fucking hell laptops and 7 phones. Like
I see like monitors everywhere.
Yeah. I'm not playing around, bro. Like I could have stayed back and been with Pooh Rail and all my homies and just having fun, bro. But I'm on a fucking mission. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Trying to invite me to parties and shit, bro. I'm not trying to go to no fucking party. Are you kidding me? We got real shit to do right now.
I'm on a mission from God.
You see Soulja Boy, he works every fucking day, bro. You got to have that mentality. Unless you want to just, I mean, it's cool to be like on some chill shit and everybody lives their own life. But for me personally, I can't be on that chill shit, bro. It's not time for me to chill right now. It's time for me to go full speed.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
I like that.
Hell yeah. That's why I appreciate being on this show too, because this show's lit.
Thank you, bro.
I
appreciate it.
Thank you for bringing me back.
And this is you know, intuition and like
divine alignment too, because bro, literally like we skated. I met him probably like 2-3 months ago, maybe a little longer.
Maybe like 6 months ago or something.
Big love to EJ, my boy Get Clips. He invited us to this spot out in like it was like some
you killed that gap. That was crazy.
I appreciate that, bro. But that was super fun. We did like 4 spots that day.
Yeah.
And then but then we met, and when you said to come be a co-host, you know, hang out, and it was like divine alignment. Because we didn't even really get to talk that much. We just skated, hung out, which is rad. So now we get to know you a little.
Well, and we're sitting in a triangle form, which on some other
trifecta
shit is like all of life is this triangle that we're sitting in.
Hell yeah, man! I love it.
Yeah,
dude, that's so rad. Now, are you sponsored right now by anybody?
I created my own company now because not to say names,
that's
but
how you do it though.
Yeah, because
that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, because I was writing for several companies, and then I went pro for a company, and like I don't want to go into details. I like to keep shit positive, but I was like, bro, I'm going to just do this shit right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then here's the crazy thing. All right, this is what happens, bro. So I started the board company in November, right? This last November. And one of the graphics that I made is called Infant Prosperity. And do you guys know those like YouTube videos with like coins and gold bars? And it's just like a vibration. And it's just for manifesting like good things, right?
Like frequencies? It's like a frequency to attract abundance.
Yeah. So I made the board with gold bars and coins with me like glowing in the middle, and like I put all these hidden like things in it and I put success and infinite prosperity and victory and all the shit, bro. And ever since I made that board, like everything that I manifested is all like on blast.
That's the board you skated when I met you.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Clear as day, you had all the reminders around there.
But here's what happened, right? So I said, fuck it, I'm going to make my own company, right? Made my own company, started it in November. By January, the Tony Hawk Pro Skater video game, the online version, they contacted me and I sent them pictures and the graphic of the board and shit. That board is what my character skates in the fucking game. So it's like now it's got more on it. You know what I'm saying? Now it's not only a dope board that's going to bring you luck, but that's the board I'm skating in the fucking video game.
Well, you're in the game.
I'm in the game, and you could have the board that I'm skating in the game.
How did that align for you? Like, how did Tony or his people contact you and say, hey, we want you to
It's not Tony. Tony is not a developer. So let me break it down, because the game that I'm on is the real shit, bro. Like, it's basically on some hacker shit, right? It's only for PC, right? The game came out. I'm not responsible for the coding and so whoever, if there's copyrights or whatever, it's not me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's an open server online, right? Like all gamings, there's open servers for other games, shooting games, all the shit. So I have a lobby in the game, right? So I control the worlds, I control who's in and out. You know what I'm saying? I start the game, I stop. I'm controlled all the worlds, but it's within their server. Right.
Right.
So my friend is like this technical genius. So he's the one that kind of like was already playing the game, showed me it. I saw that there was like a community, and I'm like putting the pieces together, right? So I'm like, bro, let's get this shit going on my house, right? And it just grew. It went from one TV to now I have like fucking 8 TVs, right? Mm-hmm. And so now I don't only have one lobby, I have 3. But here's what really did it. My shit's 24/7, bro. Okay. Never turns off. Okay. So usually people that have a lobby, they turn it on while they're playing, and when they're done, they turn the shit off.
And everybody else is screwed?
I made my name like Walmart in the fucking game because they don't never turn the game on, and my shit's it's always there. Yeah. So at first they're like, thought I was a bot. Somebody had a bot going, but once I'm talking to people, you know what I'm saying, in the chat, people get to know me, which is the best. Dude, I got 24-hour people in my chat. Like, all I got to do is put my Instagram in there. Boom. I got fucking how many more people? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and then I just got rainscash.com, and you can't put links in the chat, but shit, that shit's hella short, bro. I'm all day. www.rainscash. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Putting the link in there. So basically, to answer your question, I had the lobby 24/7 now for over 3 years.
Okay.
So I made history with that shit. Did nobody ever thought of that? Did it before? They're like, bro, like, how the fuck? They're always coming in the chat like, how are you even doing this? And I'm like, I got a wall of fucking monitors and PCs on the ground and shit. That's how I'm doing it.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm smart because my electric bill is fucking wrapped up in my rent, bro. So I can turn on whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm 20 steps ahead. Like, you know, that's so crazy. They reached out to me and they were basically like, bro, like, we need you in the game. And they asked me to send them specific pictures and shit. And then
that's amazing.
They sent me the link and now I'm in it. You could go in there and choose it. It's fucking sick.
Dude, that's so rad. I saw it on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Just to clarify for anyone that wants to play the game.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Okay, yeah, good question. So there's 2 games. Basically, the OG one is called Thug Pro, right? So Thug Pro. And it's all free. If you have PC, all of the games are free. And then my lobby's popping because I require no passcodes and I don't charge people. Some people do. And then the second one, the game that I'm in, is called Rethawed. So it's spelled R-E and then Thawed, like THAWED.
Okay.
Which is a remastered version of the first one. So the graphics are super good and shit. Like, bro, like, it really looks like me. I don't know how the fuck they did that. But it looks good. And it's crispy and it's so fun. And it's, you know,
that's amazing, dude.
The chat's positive. It's not like a lot of these toxic ass chats where people are talking about. And if I'm always making sure people are keeping it positive. Because there's probably like little kids in there too, you know? Like,
right.
That's why, like, all my skateboarding shit, like, you'll never even see me posting, like, weed or anything on my pages or nothing, bro. Like, because there's kids watching it. It's skateboarding.
I try to limit it too, you know? Like, we've had people on the show that they're sending me stuff because they want me to repost it on our page. But I'm like, if it has something to do with weed, a lot of it, or if it's just that, then I won't do it just because.
Yeah, not for the podcast.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're skateboarding and maybe, you know, and it's a little bit of puff here and there, all right, you know?
If it's tasteful. If it's something that, I
you know what I mean?
Well.
But I do want to help out everybody, you know? But as far as, like, you know, we want to keep our page, you know, pretty chill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because you said there could be kids looking at the page, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and being successful in skateboarding is way more important than any of that shit.
And we change. Like, I've changed. Like, I don't drink anymore on the show or at all right now.
Nice.
Yeah,
and so
I don't drink at all.
Because we've had people come in here that are sober, and we're over here getting all like bellow, and you're like, oh shit, this is kind of disrespectful, you know?
Yeah.
So I kick back on it, you know?
Yeah.
So, and then now it feels more friendly where if, like, we had, like, maybe Julian when he was younger would have came in and would have been okay.
Yeah.
You know, at the time, we were going to get him in, but he was young, and then we drink, and we're like, maybe it's not for, you know, youngsters.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't honestly, like, just 'cause, like, part of my shit, too, is, like, I'd be telling people not to drink, bro. Like, honestly, drinking is all bad, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, if you have a couple of beers, it's on you. But, you know, I learned. I mean, now.
Yeah, but if you're trying to be fucking ripped, bro, and you're trying to, you know what I'm saying? You can't be drinking them beers, man. You can't.
That's true. Yeah. If you're on a healthy tip, yeah. All right. What's your board set up now then?
My board is right now like probably 825. I'm skating these super dope, weird trucks. I think they're Sorry, I skated Independence for so long. My brain is wired for that. But I found these. They're Daewong trucks, is what they are.
Tensors?
Yes.
Okay.
They're super light ass tensors.
Yeah.
Dude.
Magnesiums?
Yes.
Okay. I love those ones.
Yeah. I had to order them online, but I love them. I skated one pair before, and then I put some indies on. I was like, bro, like, I gotta just.
You got to go back?
Yeah, and they're so good, and they actually grind super far because I like to do long ass grinds. So like they grind far, and then the lightest my board can get is preferably to me. So that's what I got. And then I'm riding my board obviously, and then I think I got like 52s.
Okay.
52s or 53s.
All right.
Yeah.
You have a grip preference?
No, right now I just get, usually when I go to Unified, like, cause they got dope, graphic printer for the thing. So
shout
they'll
out
have,
Unified.
Like, yeah, I love Unified, but, they'll have like sheets laying around that they were just testing. So they'll just give you one of those or whatever.
That's cool.
Yeah. But usually what I do is whatever graphic my board is, I've been printing the grip tape the exact same print so that it's the same on both. Which for me, like, the balance of it like makes all my flip tricks hell of work for some reason, and it just feels so good to have the same on both.
Okay.
Yeah,
to each his own, man.
Yeah, that's why skateboarding's so sick. Everybody does it their own way.
That definitely. Yeah.
And then to throw one little twist in there, I skate my board backwards, so I use the nose as my tail.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah.
Kelly Hart used to do that back in the day, but he said he doesn't do it
Oh,
anymore.
he doesn't do it anymore?
Nah, but
Shout out Kelly Hart.
Yeah, that's how he started.
Because I like the slightly bigger to be my pop.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
And then if I'm doing fakie, then I'll still use the nose as my tail. I'll just be going backwards, you know?
Yeah. I got the twin paddle board, man. I don't have to worry about which way I'm going. It's just go.
Is that the one I was messing with earlier?
Yeah. But like I said, I was telling you that I'm not used to an 8.5. So every time I look down at the board, it just looks too big for me. It's like it's already in my head already when I look at it. So now I feel like I might have an issue skating it just because when I look at it, I'm already
it's already big. Yeah,
you know what I mean? But
you had mentioned that you skate 825. Has that always been one of your like preferred sizes skating, or did you grow into that size?
I've always liked to switch up. Like I would sometimes. It hasn't been a while that I had a 775, but when I was younger, I would go from like 775 to 8 to 825. Now I bounce in between like 8, 81, 825. You know, sometimes for some reason I'll get my hands on like an 8.3, and I might have to skate that sometimes. But
okay,
I preferably stay
versatile.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I like 825 because it's wide enough to jump down some stairs, you know, but it's still
small enough to get technical.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, if you really want to get down to it, maybe you could have an 8 in your trunk or both. So if you're gonna switch spots, then you can switch. But I don't really ever switch like that.
Yeah.
But you can do that though. You know?
I'm finally getting my trucks broken in the way I like them. So it's like, you know.
That I love that feeling.
Yeah.
Like when you break in your trucks to where it just feels like, oh, this is my setup. You know, like feels good.
Yeah. No, I skate my board probably longer than I should. I like it to be.
Yeah, breaks it in, you know?
Yeah. And even the bolts, if they're like loose and my truck is shaking around, like I like that.
It doesn't bother you?
Oh.
No, I like that. Yeah, I don't know. Like I like that.
Ooh, not me, man.
Yeah, I like to tighten mine, but I feel that though.
Yeah.
It breaks it in however way it does for you.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll be pulling out my bolts. If they're loose like that, they'll be all bent when I take them out, and then it's hard to get them like.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Any dream sponsors?
Dream sponsors? I don't know.
Like a energy drink, a car dealership,
Water sponsor.
No, I'm working on some shit behind the scenes right now, bro.
Okay.
Like, and
well, we don't want to ruin anything.
yeah, I'm
you
not
know
gonna
what I mean?
say any names or brands, but like, I'm gonna be sponsoring my whole own self really well when this shit goes together, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I got some shit on the background.
What's the board company called?
Rainz Cash. Everything
Rainz
is
Cash?
Rainz Cash.
Okay.
Yeah, everything is just Rainz Cash.
Okay.
Rainzcash.com.
Okay.
How did you align that name with your creations? Like, what inspired that name?
Shit. Hold on. Before I skip to that next thing, I got my dream sponsor.
Yeah.
I thought about that after
Okay,
that,
okay.
right? Bro, I'm fucking sponsored by Soulja Boy's company, bro.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's my homie, but that's like huge. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
If you go on SODMG brand website or the Instagram site, I'm the only skateboarder on that whole shit.
That's dope.
You know,
That
so
stands
like
out.
that is my dream shit, you know, because for one, it's like you're supporting your boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're supporting your friend, and it's some real entrepreneurial type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just like the homie that like came up with an idea. Is like, I'm gonna make a club.
And Soja's always loved skating. I remember having conversations with him early on, and we'd always talk about skating. Even when I was with him at the Magic Show for Yums, when he was doing the Yums release.
Yeah.
And they had a whole skate demo right there back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
So that's super rad
Yeah,
to see
Soulja
it
loves skateboarding.
continuing to, like in every aspect, do what he loves, you know? So,
Definitely.
And then help out his friends. That's really rad.
Definitely. So even though I have my own skateboarding company, I also skate for Soldier's clothing brand, and he's got skateboards as well.
Nice. Have you guys done a collab yet? Like Rainz Cash?
It's
SODMG?
in the process. Like we've collabed before though. Like he's in my music videos, and I'm in a couple of his music videos. You could go check those out. Like mine, the video that he's in mine is called "Made It." Yeah, Rainz Cash "Made It," and then his videos, I'm in Bop and Choppa Clap. So you guys could go check those out. But we are in the middle of making boards though. Like he was like, "Yo, make some designs that you like or whatever." So I made like 15 designs, but they've been on tour for like fucking 3 months, bro. So like,
It's all timing.
yeah. So that was before they went on tour. So I got everything ready basically. So when he gets back, we all just
go
meet at
time.
the store.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got a store on Melrose.
Yeah.
So everybody just meets there and shit. It's like the clubhouse and
My
shit.
buddy, LJ, he works there.
Oh,
Yeah, LJ.
Cool.
Big shout out, LJ. Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I'm so fucking bad at names, bro. Like, so I don't know anybody's
Is that
name.
his Instagram name? You know, like-
Yeah, like I'm bad at names, so now what I do is just like to take stress off myself and to make everybody just on a level field, you know what I'm saying? Like I probably am not gonna fucking remember your name, you know, like unless I really fuck with you like every day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's yeah. I mean, it does happen that way, dude.
short-term
I mean,
memory loss.
dude. I mean,
How did you guys meet? Oh, sorry.
No,
Roddy,
go ahead.
How did you guys meet? Like, how did you guys cross paths?
Who?
You
Soulja
and
Boy.
Soldier.
Oh, me and Soldier. Because my boy Akeem.
Hakeem Ducksworth?
No, Akeem Hayes.
Oh, okay.
Haynes.
Gotcha.
He's like the fucking late flip god, bro. This guy can do so many late flips. It's crazy. So me and
Shout out Hakeem.
yeah, and he's with Soldier right now. They were at Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out shit last night. So Akeem is like Soldier's right hand man. He's everywhere with him. He lives at his house. He's in all the videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then Akeem was like my skate dog. You know what I'm saying? Like when I moved to LA, he was in a weird way was like the first person I met, and he's still like the only person that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? So like we were just like skating, and I had a car, so I was the one making everything happen and shit. And then he saw that I already had a movie, and like every time we were going to skate, like I'd pop the trunk and pull out like 50 fucking movies and give one to everybody at the park. So I was doing shit, you know what I'm saying? And they were already doing shit, so it kind of just fit.
Yeah.
And then, Soldier starts FaceTiming us and asking us to run an errand or some shit, you know what I'm saying? And then like that's
So
just,
organic, yeah.
yeah, just organically just
Definitely.
kicking it, and then end up just kicking it and going to parties and doing music videos and playing video games and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, bro, I've known them fools for like 12 years now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
You
right.
know, so it just like built up, and then but Soldier's so fucking dope, bro. Like he'll give you an opportunity if you deserve it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then people will ask for handouts like, oh, what do you think they're going to do this shit for you, bro? Like, if somebody gives you an opportunity, you still got to do the work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, even if the biggest fucking company comes to you and be like, we want you to do this and that, you still got to go do the tricks. You still got to make the song. You got to do the work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, that work ethic comes in first before dream companies and all this shit. Like, you got to already be doing the shit, bro.
That's sick. Yeah.
You know, like to all the fucking kids watching the shit, bro. Like, you're not gonna just get sponsored unless you're in front of your house doing 200 kickflips in a row.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, yeah, either you're learning it and you're gonna just keep going until you get it, or you got the shit and you're just like, I can kickflip now. I'm gonna go do it 20 times now before I fucking start grinding, you know?
It's not like the 90s back in the day. We could just do it once, get it on video, and we didn't have to do it anymore.
You gotta be a beast
nowadays.
now.
Nowadays you gotta be consistent.
Yeah, you gotta be super consistent. So like what I do, like when I start skating the sesh, like I have like a whole like line of 15 tricks, you know, that are my tricks that I need to do
Your
every day.
go-tos.
Yeah, I need to have that shit, and I'll go through all that shit, and then I'll move to something.
To the next one. Yeah.
You know, like real training and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You saw the little setup I have out there. That's why, like, I gotta at least do something, you know, like, even
Bro,
if
I
it's for,
love
like,
your skate show part, bro.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
a little setup out there. So.
And you got the mini ramp in the back
Mini ramp
too.
man.
Yep. So, you know,
Oh yeah, you didn't
that's
see
it.
that one yet. Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah. All right. So, dang. So you've been doing music a long time. How many albums you told us you had already?
Yeah, I dropped 28 albums in the last 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, I saw on your Instagram you had record.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I got a little hidden surprise because that was I did that one with when I went and print. Here's the thing: we're in a digital world, right? So you're doing all the shit. I like to hold the things. I like to make it
CDs.
my mind
Physical
into an
copy.
actual thing, right? So I made all these albums. I went to the printing place where I get the DVD covers printed, all the shit, and I'm like, I want to print these album covers on this foam board, right? And I made, dude, it ended up being a fucking stack like this, you know? And now I got them all on my wall, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I made that, it was like an end of the year type thing. I was like, this is a good way to close the year out. Let me show what I did, you know?
Right.
And, but I got a surprise. Well, I'm gonna give people a fucking chance right now is what I'm gonna do. Okay, because I was waiting for the 6th month of this year to make another post.
Okay.
Right.
Well,
I'm gonna go print out all the shit.
This comes out on the 5th of the 6th month.
Okay, so by the time this comes out, my post of talking shit is gonna be up.
Okay.
Right, because while I'm working, I'm watching. Right. And I'm like, why the fuck am I the only one dropping all this shit, bro? Am I the only one taking this shit seriously right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro? I already made it's the 6th month. I'm at 28. I already made 5 albums since January.
Damn.
And bro, that's only because I'm getting beats at a certain pace. If my homie would drop me like 100 beats at one time, it would be fucking, I would just, bro, since we did this shit, he sees the vision. He just went and bought a whole new keyboard with fucking buttons and shit everywhere. Bro. And he's like, the sounds are about to be crazy, bro. And I'm like, let's fucking go. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Tapping back into like the origin of your music's journey.
Yeah.
Who were some of your favorite, or who were some of your influences growing up, like to where it inspired you, like, I want to do this?
For sure. I mean, I grew up listening to like RBL Posse, even to go further back, AMG, like that's hella old. AMG, like if you heard some of their songs, you might know it. But then, you know, Mac Dre is obviously a big one. You know what I'm saying? I traveled the world with Yuck Mouth. He was actually like an in-person motivator. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only like
you're watching firsthand.
Yeah.
Bro, I learned so much from that man, bro. Like, cause I traveled all over the place. We went to Europe together and shit, and all these other places. Cause I was like the camera dude, you know. So like, but they fucked with me hella hard because I was more than a camera dude. They already knew that. You know, I was around. I was around not only for the camera shit. And when these fools, bro, when I pull up, bro, they know what's up. I had a couple rappers quit, bro. I pulled up in the motherfucking Benz, right? In 2005, I had a 2002 E-Class. You know what I'm saying? I pulled up to the video shoot. This guy's like, oh, God, the fucking cameraman's shitting on me right now. I got to go back to the fucking square root.
You got to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, you had to go back to drawing board. So that's why they extra fucked with me, and I was able to get further than the other camera dudes because I was really already, like, I was doing music on the low. But it was really until like 4 or 5 years ago where I was like, all right, this is the time I'm going to do the music. Because, bro, I grew up with so many people doing music, and I would see somebody talking about some shit, but they're not really living that shit, bro. Or like, they ain't got no money to shoot no music video. They're broke-ass rappers, basically, right? And I saw hella people's downfall, and I was like, I just took it hella patient, bro, and I just like sat back and soaked up hella game and got a game plan and waited till the right moment. And then when I had fucking money and when I had a fucking pool and I got hella whips now and shit, yeah, now it's time. Now I can talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I got whips all up and down my street and I got a bulletproof fucking car and I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Sick.
You know what I'm saying? But that it's because rapping, you talking shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like rapping is talking shit. Stunning and just dropping knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Trying to teach people and talking shit. That's just basically what rap is. So it just was the right time. You know what I mean?
That's definitely one form of it. Yeah.
And I had been skating for. Yeah, there's hella different forms, but like I like to in my shit. I'm talking shit, bro. Like I'm talking shit, but in a way, and I'm like also trying to teach people too. Like I don't know if you knew this, but I created a genre, bro, called revolt rap.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah,
it's right there.
Yeah.
Define revolt rap.
Basically, like I would say, like revolt rap is just like against corporations and you know colonization and taking advantage of people.
Yeah, it's like a movement.
You know?
It's a movement.
Yeah, and it's crazy because the world is like we're living in a crazy time right now, bro. Like you know. On top of, you know, obviously this is a skateboarding show. Skateboarding's at a peak, but the world is at a fucking crazy peak. Dude, we're like, we have so much information coming in and we're like finding out so many things and like puzzles are being solved that have been unsolved for so long. Bro,
people are starting to wake up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So it just like was the time for it. And I'm like, I've always had good timing and I'm a little bit like, I've always felt like a little bit ahead of the curve, you know? And with the revolt rap shit, bro, like it was just time. And that also just happened kind of organically too. It's not like I like came up with an idea necessarily for that. Yeah. What really happened, what kicked off the revolt rap is when Nipsey died, bro.
Rest in peace, Nipsey.
Yeah, bro. And I'm still to this fucking day riding for Nipsey, bro. Like, so Nipsey died, it was hella fishy, and obviously there was like all this questions being answered, right? And then my homie, shout out Tanique Reviews, go check out Tanique Reviews. Even though I swear, bro, like I've asked a couple times, I'm almost positive they're ultra suppressing his channel. Because he was like the first investigative reporter doing Tupac and Biggie and all this shit, right? So when Nipsey's thing came out, he started doing videos, and I was literally just a viewer, right? But I had just started making music. And then I made the song about Nipsey's murder trial and the case and his death and everything. It's called Anonymous. So the song is called Anonymous. Yeah, Rainz Cash Anonymous. And then, so I have a version that I dropped. And then I sent Tanique the song and it blew him away, bro. And then he like plays piano. So he made a new beat. So we didn't have any copyright shit. Right. And then I re-recorded it. Like I didn't lay the first tracks on it. I just re-recorded the shit over his beat and gave an extra verse. Bro, we were the first ones to reveal some of the shit that's coming out right now.
Shit.
Yeah, like my version of the Anonymous on his, I'm talking about Diddy on there and shit, bro, like before anybody was. Because that Nipsey shit is hella fucking suspicious, bro, and it still is all suspicious. And
a lot of stuff is all suspicious.
Exactly!
You know?
So it's like, come on, man. And so when I made that song, so that song is the intro of this guy's YouTube. Every video he makes, it's the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
Right? So that kind of gave me some good momentum too at that and some good motivation too. I was like, all right, shit, we doing some shit now. You know what I'm saying? We're doing it for Nip. The YouTube channel's popping off, and at the time he was getting hella views, bro. Like that's why I know his shit's suppressed, because all those old Nipsey videos, they're gone.
Yeah.
And and they deleted 2 of my channels too. So it's like, so that's why I got the revolt rap shit, bro. Like it's just another way. And I feel like music is so crazy because I'm like sneaking it in, right? Because a rap song, you're going to have to sit down and listen to it to actually hear the message, you know? Like, so I'm uploading, right? And it's not like the fucking computer is going to sit there and listen to all the shit and they're going to be like, oh, I don't like this. He said, fuck Black Rock in his song. You know what I'm saying? I'm sliding in, bro. Like I'm uploading anything, you know what I'm saying? And it's not 100%. I would say the revolt shit's like 20% of the music. Everything else is like rap shit, dance songs, you know, me telling stories about my life, you know. but you'll hear it in there. You know what I mean? And that's what the world needs. And man, I swear to God, bro, like there's been so many situations I try to help somebody out and they don't fucking listen. And then exactly what I thought was going to happen. And I'm seeing this shit with this whole ass world, bro. And so I made the songs and I just, please listen to the fucking music. You know, just like why you gonna sit there and listen to Drake and all this turn that shit off, bro.
I turned Drake off.
Yeah. Even at the SLS contest, bro, they was playing Kendrick and Drake back to back. I'm like, turn that shit. No, we don't want to hear that no more. It's done for y'all, bro. I swear to God. It's over. We know what the fuck is happening, bro. You're done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you don't need a whole fucking marketing campaign and a whole team of people to make music, bro. Like, if you have a passion to make the fucking music, go make the music. You gotta use skateboarding to be the fucking... You don't need nobody to go do a kickflip.
Yep.
You're flipping the board and landing on it.
That's right.
If you want to paint a fucking picture, go get your paint and go get a thing and start fucking painting. You know what I'm saying? Like...
Yep.
And this world is... So that's why I had to do the revolt shit, bro.
There's
like,
no, you know, it's like, well, I don't have no materials or no canvas. There's canvases everywhere.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
An electrical box real quick or something.
But we need to all be artists together. That's why I love this shit, because we need to work together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Like,
yeah, man. It's all good. Speaking of work, who would be a dream collab to work with?
For what? For
music.
For music shit? Man. I don't want to do a collab with nobody.
Nobody?
Like
nobody that's famous. And
I turned down a Snoop Dogg verse. I turned it down to a Lil Wayne verse already.
Oh, shit.
But then also, like, I feel like I'm cursed in a way, right? Because I was in a group with my homie Touchdown. He shot somebody, and now he's in jail, right?
Oh, okay.
I did a song with TK, Terry Kennedy. He's in jail.
Okay.
Right? I got a couple songs with my boy Marius. He just went back to jail.
Okay, so nobody make a song with this guy.
Do not make a song with me.
Unless you want to go to jail.
But none of them paid me a lot of money. So maybe if somebody pays me a ton of money, that's their buyout of their thing.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. But
Cancel
it's too coincidental. So I'm just going to keep rocking solo for now, you know, but...
So the right person comes along.
I really have only done features with people that are my true ass friends that were like there.
Okay.
You know, like I feel like if it was a person I didn't know and it was, you know, like I did do a feature a couple months ago, but I was at the Soulja Boy store and there was this super dude. I think he was from Scotland or Ireland. I get the two confused. He was hella dope, bro. And he's got it lit as fuck in his country.
Okay.
And we just vibed at the store, you know, and he saw that I had motion and I looked on his shit and he was like, hey, bro, he just sent me like an open track and I knocked it out real quick.
Sick.
Yeah. So I'll do it if it's organic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't
That's
really
the
have
best
like
way to do anything.
Yeah, like I don't have like a dream. I'm not a person that's like a fan of fucking stars or any. Dude, that shit's manufactured, bro. Don't get the fuck out of here.
It's all an illusion.
Yeah, that shit's bullshit, bro. I grew up with real fucking rappers, bro. The Jacka, Mob Figures. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Too Short. You know what I'm saying? Like even E40, bro. All organic. We all were in the same fucking spot doing that shit, bro.
All right.
So I don't got no dream people.
Do you do any shows? Do you perform live?
I don't do shows now. I mean, I'm open to do shows.
Okay.
I had like a little manager that had me do some little shit in LA. But literally Soulja was like, bro, don't do that little shit. He was like, you don't want to be known for the dude doing little shit.
Okay.
And he is a fucking genius. So I'm like, all right. So I told the manager, I was like, no more shows.
All right.
And he was like, just be patient. You're going to have huge ass fucking shows. Don't worry about it.
Well, you went on a few tours, right, already, you said.
Yeah.
So that's cool. You're soaking up all the game, dude.
But here's the thing, though, man. Like, on the flip side of it, too, like, the tour shit, I mean, unless I'm getting a shit ton of money, it's really inconvenient.
Right, I bet.
And dangerous. You know what I'm saying? What you want to go to some city with fucking... Unless you got security guards and the whole shit to go with it... Bro, because they expect you to come with all this jewelry and shit. You don't want to just hop on a commercial-ass plane and go to some fucking club with 80 racks on your neck. It's not smart. You know what I'm saying? So unless it's done right, I'm not going to do that shit, bro. Like, you know?
Yeah.
But I love to do shows. When I did the show, like, it felt hella good, like, controlling the fucking audience and just being, like... it was nuts. Like, the feeling is fucking crazy, you know? Like, I love it. And when I skate contests and shit, like, I'm just like, I skate, I'll do it, you know? So I like that. And I do have dreams of doing it, but it's just, I don't think right now is not the time to do it.
Time, man.
Yeah. It's going to come. Like, I have to close these deals behind the scenes, and then it's going to unlock a lot of stuff for me.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions, Max?
I'm finding questions within the conversation.
That's all good.
You know?
It's all
so
good.
I'm just flowing.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, man. Do you have anything that you might want to bring up that we haven't touched on?
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff going on. So, so the game is popping. Another thing that we have going on is the homie Carlos, who's over there sleeping right now.
Shout out.
But it was his
Happy
birthday
birthday,
last
Carlos.
night, so he
probably
was
partied.
belated
yeah, he was
birthday.
up late. But we got him doing contests, so because he loves doing contests, and he's killing it in contests. Yeah, and for me, like he's at the perfect age to do the contest because it's usually a bunch of younger kids. You know, you don't want to be whatever, and he's not pro yet, so he can still be in all the amateur stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's so good at jumping down stuff. So we got him signed up for Castle. He's already won 12 first places.
So he's on your team then? Is that what you're saying?
Well, he's sponsored by another company right now, but I give him boards and stuff.
Okay.
And I don't.
Skateboard Bus,
dude,
right?
he could get sponsored by whoever the fuck he wants. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
He's my homie. I want to see him win. You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing.
So we've been bringing him to all the contests. He's been winning all those contests. He's been winning other contests outside of Castle. And so we're really focusing on that, and we have it lined up so he's going to be in the Olympics in 2028.
Ooh.
So we're just really just trying to make that happen because he just turned 17. So in 2028, he'll be like 20, 21, which I think will be a perfect fucking time.
Where are they having the Olympics?
It's going to be in LA.
On the 2028?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's the perfect opportunity because we don't have to.
For some reason we're already there. For some reason, I
No.
thought it was already.
And not
out.
only is it going to be in LA, it's going to be by our fucking house. So
sick.
it's going to be perfect.
Convenient.
And our homie that works for the Olympics and Street League is basically helping us make that happen. So that's a really cool thing that's going on. I'm shooting a movie right now. My girlfriend is like an award-winning screenwriter and actress.
Okay.
And they've won like 20-something awards in their last movie. So I'm helping them. And it's really interesting because the whole industry is kind of flopped right now. You know, they had all the strikes, the unions, and it's fucked, you know? But just like I made that fucking Anonymous song before all this truth shit started,
Right.
I was already making movies independently. I already knew all this shit was going to happen, right? So she's in this point right now where they were all like big, like hired, like her friend that's helping us played like Selena in the fucking Netflix and shit. Like,
Okay.
I don't know if you guys have seen, damn, what's that movie? It's a super epic. I know you know this movie. It's an Echo Park movie.
Oh, which one is it? Blood In, Blood Out?
Nope.
No. I'm sorry. American Me?
No.
Echo Park.
It'll come to me. I'll tell you later.
There was one with the gangs with the girls.
Yes.
Mi Vida Loca?
That's the movie. She's the fucking main girl in the movie.
Okay.
Who's helping us direct this movie.
Okay.
So this movie I'm making is no joke. He's going to the film festivals and the whole shit. Dude, we bought a $10,000 fucking camera to shoot this shit.
Damn.
Yeah, like, I'm like, you know how much shit I could have did? I'm thinking all the investments I could have made, all the chains I could have bought, all the shit I could have put speakers on all my cars.
But that camera is the investment.
I know. I'm just, you know.
Yeah, of course. But that one chunk at one time, you're like, damn.
No, it's so worth it, dude.
Yeah.
Because we already started shooting some shots, and I'm the cameraman too. And I was gonna really help her do everything, but they started hiring like all these people, and I'm like, okay. So it's weird because we're kind of meeting in the middle of like major industry like Hollywood, where you hire everybody and you have a team and a person getting you coffee and looking at this. And then you got me where I'm shooting the whole shit by myself and I'm getting my homies to be in it. So we're meeting in the middle right now, which is fucking sick and they're loving what I'm doing. And they're like, how are you doing that? And her friend, the Video Loco chick is like, her name's Sadie. She was like blown away that I was getting the shots. And I'm like, I told you I could get the fucking shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I do. Cause we're skateboarders, dude. We get the shot on the fucking board while we're rolling, you know, down hills and shit. Like, so for me to stand in one place with a really good camera, like, of course I'm going to get a good shot, you know?
Right.
Like, I'm not going 20 miles an hour and avoiding cracks and rocks. Like, I'm focused. So it's turning out super sick. So that's a movie we're shooting.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
If you need any extras.
We might need some extras.
You know what I mean? Shit.
Yeah, so, yeah, man, we're just, rocking. I'm just trying to stay at the music shit, do as many music videos as I can.
That's cool. Staying busy.
Yeah, and then we'll have the Soulja Rainz Cash collab board probably coming out sometime this year.
Ooh, we'll be definitely on the lookout for that.
Yeah,
sure.
And then Akeem is back skating, so look out for him. We're going to film a part for Akeem, which would be super sick. And then we're going to go to the 16. Carlos is going to hit the 12. And then he said if he's feeling it, he's going to hit the 16. And then I have a super big surprise for everybody, but I just can't say it. But it's coming soon. It's for skateboarding. It's going to be a skateboarding show. And it's fucking dope. And it's coming soon. The only thing that's stopping me is I'm trying to sell that bulletproof BMW that I have. And as soon as I sell that shit, bro, we are fucking filming the show.
So if anybody's interested in a bulletproof BMW out there.
Yes. No, it's sick. I wish I could keep it, dude. Like,
oh my gosh. It sounds awesome. Shit.
It's the same car that they drove in Transporter.
Okay.
Like the older 740 IL body.
Yeah.
And it's super long because it's for an executive. And it's fucking crazy, dude. Like, there's no sunroof because it's bulletproof. And then there's no buttons and the back windows don't roll down because it's all thick as fuck, dude. And the doors are super heavy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah, it's sick, man. Fucking, we love cars and just having fun and shit.
That's amazing,
Yeah.
Dude, that's so rad that everything you got going is because you have that drive, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I feel like it all starts because when you're a kid, man, you're either that kid that can't stop running around, and you can't sit still. I feel like you were that guy.
Yeah.
And you have to just keep moving and pushing.
Dude, when I was a little kid, bro, I was on my bike. This was paint a picture for you. I put a card in my spoke, so my bike was like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm riding around the block and shit like I'm fucking stunned. You know what I'm saying? On my bike and shit, going to like people's houses and like, yo, is Robbie home?
Yeah.
And it was just cool. And then my dad was hella cool because like, I was super lucky. Like, if it started raining and all the little kids ran inside or it got dark and they all ran inside, like, I was still outside. Like, I would be the one riding out front of your house. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just hella fun and shit, bro. Like,
That's cool.
Yeah, skateboarding's fun. And then the other thing with skateboarding that I have going on, too, I have a skate camp every weekend.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You do a skate camp.
Yeah, so I have a skate camp every weekend at the park near our house. And Carlos has been helping me teach the skate camp and shit.
What park is that?
Lanark.
Lanark? Oh, okay. So that's kind of a ways.
Yeah, that's where we live at over there.
I see. I never knew how to say that park correctly because I used to call it Lanark.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lanark, I guess. But,
Lanark. Okay.
That park is sick though.
It's pretty cool, right? It has
park. Yeah.
It's a plaza.
It's kind of like a plaza, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like it has like a parking block, but up on a little wall type of deal.
That's North Hollywood.
Is that a different spot I'm thinking of?
That's North Hollywood, I think. Like a little bank with a parking block, and then you could like launch it over.
No, it's just like it's actually a ledge.
A slider, then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it does have a parking block slider.
But it's shaped like a parking block.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally is. It's like 4 parking blocks long.
I was there when Jamie Foy had something there for maybe his trucks or something. I think.
Yeah. No, that's a really cool spot. It's literally like only 1 quarter pipe. It's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I like it. So, yeah, we just teach the kids there every weekend and shit. Because I don't really skate parks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like...
You're the streets.
You'll only see me at the skate park when I'm doing the lessons, basically. Or like sometimes people will be like, oh, meet us over here. But like...
How did all that align with the skate camp? And how did you...
Yeah. Man, I always have taught skateboarding, dude. I've been teaching skateboarding forever, dude. Like, I taught skateboarding with the skate side before. I taught skate with GoSkate.com. Like, I had my own shit. But it's like, dude, this is the hack right here for all the skateboarders watching this show. Because I know there's so many skateboards out there that need a little bit extra money. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about building a fucking business that's going to pay all the bills. It's about building something that makes you something, right? So even if you have 1 skate lesson a weekend, right, and you're making $50, let's say, right, because I charge $50 an hour. So if you have 1 hour lesson, you make $50, right? You're gonna probably go skate anyway, right? And it's hella fun, right? But you're making money, and you now have a business. You made $50, right? and it just will grow. And the one homie, the kid, your student, will have a best friend.
Right.
And then the mom will be like, we got to bring his friend. And then you'll have 2. And then you'll have 3. And I was doing individual lessons. And then I got smart. And I'm like, why am I doing individual lessons? I'm wasting my fucking time. So now I have them all show up at once. And it's even better because they're all vibing together.
Right.
And then fuck $50 an hour. I'm making like fucking $400 an hour. You know what I'm saying? And now I could give Carlos money because he's helping me. You know, and now he's learning how to do it. So anybody in skateboarding could do that, dude. And all I did was see a fucking parent bring their kid to the skate park and be like, hey, I can teach your kid to skate. When do you want to meet me here? Yeah. Here's my phone number. Yep. Anybody can do it, dude. Just make but obviously you want to care about it, make sure that they're safe and it's a good thing, you know, like you can't be fucking drinking a beer or smoking a joint, and, you know. Right. You have to be professional, but you're going to build up, bro, and it's going to work. And then it's going to be one of your things. So like every weekend, I know I'm going to make that money. And now I got them paying the whole month ahead of time. That's crazy. Because if you don't, they might not come. That's true. So I have them pay the whole fucking month and they come every week. And every first of the month, I'm getting hella fucking money. Damn. You know what I'm saying? And then...
Yeah, and then they paid whether they show up or not, but most likely they're going to show up.
They're going to show up. And, you know, I could be like, you don't show up, you lose. But I'm cool. I'll be like, you could either stay an extra hour next week or we'll figure it out. You know, you want to be flexible. They're parents. You got to be flexible. But it's just an example of to build a fucking business and to make money, bro. Like
and to make these kids, like...
To help them out, you know?
Yeah.
That guiding light.
That's the best part about it.
Yeah. You're teaching them lessons that's gonna go on them for the lifetime. They don't even know it yet. You know what I mean?
Because I teach skateboarding as well, and literally what inspires me is I'm so grateful that when I was like my students' age, there was like my neighbor Ruben. Shout out my brother Ruben. He took the time and effort and energy to teach me. So I want to carry that on and pass that on and help others. You know? So,
dude, that's why skateboarding is literally the fucking best. Because like the community is the best, you know, and if the homie falls down or somebody you don't know falls down and they're hurt, you're gonna go fucking help them. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like even in the world today, where there's even a meme about it, where like they're like 20 years ago they helped, 10 years ago you filmed him, and now it's like current, the dude's fucking filming himself and he's all fucked up. You know, skateboarders. We still help each other. Yeah. You know, like we still support each other. Look at the street league shit, bro. Like all the fucking everybody was there, bro. Like, and we weren't in the contest, but we wanted to see
supporting.
Yeah, we wanted to see Sheckler fucking skate. You know, like we wanted to see fucking Shane do his thing. You know, like, and that's fucking amazing, bro. And like that's why we're gonna fucking win. And even if asteroid comes from the fucking sky or whatever happens, we're gonna skate that shit afterwards.
Oh, that's for sure.
We're gonna survive, and we're gonna fucking, even if the road's all fucked, we're gonna find a ramp, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna make something.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're just resilient skateboarders, bro, making shit happen.
For sure, man.
You know what I'm saying? We started this shit, and we're gonna be the last one standing.
That's amazing, dude.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Anything else, guys?
Shit. Let's see. I think we covered a lot. Just keep looking out. I'm super consistent with the music, so just keep watching out for the music, because like I really just want people to be like looking out for it and listening to what I'm saying. I'm not gonna spend that much time trying to shove some shit down somebody's throat. I'm just gonna keep making it. Right. And if you catch on and you want to be a part of this fucking revolution, then fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? If you got something to offer, bro, like that's why I want to say, if you're out there and you're a cameraman, you make beats, you got some shit, and you're sitting in your fucking house, and you hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I always post on my fucking story. Do y'all need help with managing your time? Do you need help with achieving your goals? What do you need help with? Just fucking hit me up. Right? And I even will say, I'll do this shit for free. Just fucking hit me up, right? And people don't want help. So that's why I love the music too, because I'm like, the help's in there. If they listen to it, then they got it. Like, that's cool. Dude, I have a song where I literally give somebody the whole recipe on how to make money on Toro. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hitting hella things, bro. Like, I'm really like, I'm psychic as fuck, right? So I'm super psychic, and I learned how to tap in hella hardcore, bro. And like, everything is so clear for me right now. And it's weird, and it's also good and bad, because if I look at somebody, I can see their shit, dude. And I can really help people, right? Carlos is a prime example, dude. Carlos is the smartest fucking kid you're gonna find, bro. Like, he's so smart. He's fucking driven and focused, but he also trusts that I really know what the fuck I'm doing, bro. You know, like, I'm like, we're gonna get you into this contest, and he didn't even know about the contest. A lot of people don't know about Castle, dude. And it's a California amateur skateboarding league.
Right.
They birthed a lot of amazing skateboarders.
Oh, God, dude. If you're going to be in skateboarding and you're going to be one of those guys at SLS, you have to start there.
Yeah.
And I know, bro, the homie knows Poo Rail, right? I took Poo Rail to Castle.
Yeah.
Imagine showing up to Castle events with a little Poo Rail. I was the most confident person in the room, bro. Pulling up, I knew I had the golden ticket, bro.
Yeah.
Poo Rail is a fucking alien. That dude will tray flip, nose grind a handrail right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
We met up. The most recent shit Poo Rail did, this contest at Stoner, dude. And that was a real contest, because all these dudes are ready to skate, right? And it was only on the hub and the rail. And right before the contest started, they said, it doesn't count unless it's flip in or flip out.
Oh, shit.
And everybody was like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that really fucked people when they said that. Right? And they had hella cash. And they're like, flip in, flip out only.
Yep.
And Poo Rail fucking killed it. You know? And then, you know, at Stoner, that little half dish that people launch all the way the fuck up there, he tray flipped that shit, bro, and everybody's eyeballs.
Yeah.
He's Poo Rail.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, and I saw Pooh, and I knew, and just the same as I see in Carlos, bro, and that's why we're going to just make this shit happen, because I already see it. We just have to do the middle part.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why I see hella big things for this show, even.
Thank you, dude.
Like, even though you're already doing hella big things, you know, you have
right.
hella huge people on the show. You're doing this shit, bro. This is like one of the main skateboarding fucking podcasts. You know what I'm saying?
We're there. You're right here.
But there's, you know, it could happen, bro. Like,
but we're being patient with it. You know what I mean? I know it's not going to happen overnight. You know what I mean? I'm just going to keep doing the work and keep doing what we're doing.
But honestly, you already are at the top.
All right. Let's get it.
Because you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're doing it.
Yeah.
This shit is dope as fuck.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? And like,
it is a beautiful show, brother. You guys have cultivated
so
some beautiful,
sick, bro. And I'm on a lot of podcasts, and I really like this vibe, dude. Like this.
That's how I felt when I was sitting right there, and that's why I'm so grateful to be here. And because just being here in this environment, it's really beautiful, because like you look at different podcasts, and it provides a window into whoever they're talking to, and it gives them such a clear insight on like who is behind the music or behind the skateboard or behind the business, you know? Like, yeah. Much love and respect, brother.
Well, everything is so short form nowadays, so it's good to have, it's a conversation.
Right.
You know, it's like an authentic conversation, which is so sick, you know, and
that's what we do, man.
It's like what we'd be doing off the camera.
Yeah,
like literally
exactly.
just
This is
doing
what
it on
we'd be
camera.
talking about for sitting at the skate park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
And also, too, just to say this, too, because, like, you know, a podcast for somebody like me is an opportunity to say some shit that I want to say. But, you know, let's just get down to the fucking what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why I'll go off on a tangent sometimes and get kind of deep, because it's like, I'm on this fucking journey right now, dude. Like, let me tell you what happened to really changed everything. And I want to tell everybody this, because anybody can do this shit, bro. I decided that every fucking morning I was going to teach myself some shit, and I was going to learn, right? So every fucking day, and my minimum is 3 hours, right? So I do 3 hours. I usually go way over that. But I will sit on my laptop and learn some crazy shit, right? Like, right now, I'm like super in, like, I'm in Egypt right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning everything about this shit, bro. Like, getting my mind blown. But learning this shit is helping me with life, because it goes together, bro. Like, it's so fucking perfect. Like, I'll just share with you guys really quick this thing that I learned the other day. But my point is that since I'm sitting here learning stuff every day, my whole life has changed. Like, I have actual power now because I have knowledge. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you to be fucking smart. They want you to scroll and fucking eat whatever the fuck they give you. Don't do that shit, bro. Like, I've always been on this shit, and everybody thought I was crazy, bro. And now it's fucking real. And I've been telling people that, you know, like, I only eat like 1 meal a day, you know, type shit. Okay. We might get to a fucking place. We might not, but we might get to a place where everybody has to eat 1 meal a day, you know? Eating 1 meal a day is also another thing that I have done kind of simultaneously with learning every day. So fasting and learning shit every day, I just feel so fucking smart, dude. Like, and not in a cocky way, just like I'm excited to learn. Right. You know, like I'm like, holy shit, like there's so much to learn, right? That's fucking amazing. Dude, trip out on this, right? I'll go real quick into this because this is a super deep thing. But you know the pyramids? Basically the 3 pyramids of Giza, right? So there's all kinds of weird shit, like they're built like in the center mass of the earth, right? And they're aligned with stars and like the measurements.
It's right on the equator and all that.
Yeah, and the measurements is like the speed of light and the, you know, the mass of earth and all kinds of weird shit that like lines up to the decimal point, right? But what I learned even deeper than that is, and because I love music so much, this is the part that tripped me out. If you look at it from the top, from a top view, they did the measurements. It's all the music notes.
It's all the music notes?
To the fucking decimal point.
Damn.
It's crazy, dude. And what's it called? The fucking like the flower of life, Metatron's cube, basically, like, which is like the patterns, which is basically what we are all. This is basically, bro. We're all shapes. We're all basically like light reflections and shit.
Vibrations and
like we're literally not even like a real thing. We're just like holographic projections, and there's literally proof of that now. Damn. It's crazy as fuck. And then not only, here's some other crazy shit, bro. Like, you might think that you're thinking your own thoughts, but you're getting the thoughts downloaded to yourself, and it's on a 7-second lag. Yeah. They hooked people's brains. You know the wires they hook up in science places to people's brains and shit, to computers? They were able to predict what the person was going to do and say before, because their downloading shit was going into the computer before they were doing it. And that's why some people are ahead of their time or psychic or whatever, because they're just like, maybe they're a second or two, or maybe they're before the 7 seconds. You know, I sometimes, I would say 60% of the time, feel like I know the fucking song is going to come on before it turns on the radio.
Dude, I'm calling plays on the baseball game. Like, I'm like, okay.
Because you're ahead, bro.
But I'm playing the number game too. Like, okay, this guy's been up to bat like 5 times. He hasn't hit the ball once. He's due. Now, if he gets this one pitch and then he's going to hit it, boom, he got that pitch, he hit it. Like, I'm like, didn't I tell you? I'm looking at my lady like, I
know, dude.
I go, I know I called that, right?
Exactly. So there's your proof, right? Yeah. So this is how you learn some shit, use it, and better your life. Okay, now you're doing all this shit, right? You know that you're ahead of the game, right? You made this fucking podcast before all these other fucking podcasts. You're ahead of the time. Now that you know that you're ahead, have super confidence in yourself. Do things that you know. Don't second guess yourself, because when you're getting that shit, you're getting it for a reason. So you not only are successful, but you're also ahead of the time. So in all the things that you do in your life, you're going to be good, bro, because you're going to trust that. Don't ever doubt yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's why my shit works. And that's why I'm able to make so much music. Not only am I just naturally talented, but I trust what I do. So I don't make the song 20 fucking times. I make it to where I think it's perfect, and then I'm done. And I save it, and I go to the next one. And I just keep going to the next one. And when I make it, I don't sit there for 20 fucking minutes and oh my God, I listen to this shit. No, I don't give a fuck, bro. I made it, I saved it, I go to the next one. I fucking made it, save it, go to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Like,
keep pushing.
For you just gonna keep doing podcasts, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got the recipe.
We're gonna keep it going, man.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Well, part of my brand is motivation.
That's right.
Like my second movie is New Money, New Motivation, and then the second one was New Money. So like that's why I'm all like motivationally and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you know somebody out there that can pay me to come do this shit, that's what I really want to do. I want to go to schools. I want to go to colleges. I want to go to places.
Motivational speaker.
Yeah, because I know this is like a skateboarding podcast. You know what I'm saying? And skateboarding really meshes perfectly with all this because it's, for me, my foundation of figuring all this shit out. You know?
Fall, you get back up.
Exactly. Doing the trick, figuring out, doing
It's
it.
a metaphor for life, really.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and that's what I tell the parents at the thing. I'm like, I'm going to make your fucking kid a skateboarder.
Yeah. And he's going to, as long as he applies all these things to his life, he'll be okay.
Oh, my God.
You know?
Today is what? Today's Sunday. So yesterday, my one particular student, Jonas, right? I'm sitting there watching him, and his mom is sitting there, and I'm like, do you see the changes in this kid?
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, I was just going to say that. And they said they were saying that at their house.
Yeah.
This kid transformed, dude. Like, he was like big. I could see the strength in him. But these kids, they come to the, when they start skating, their fucking legs are like noodles. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And then they get strong. And they get confident, dude. And then they get that fucking, the look in the eye, the fucking, what's that guy's, the big skater that was at SLS the other day? Coronado.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
When you got Coronado confidence, bro,
Damn.
that's when you're locked.
Right? Yeah.
Watching that,
the fakey, all the fakey stuff.
watching that guy in real life, bro, is unreal, dude.
Yeah.
Because those tricks are awkward. Those
He's a big guy.
fakey heel back 50s and the fucking fakey frontside flip to front boards and all blind.
Fakey heel lip or something. I don't know. What the hell?
And you feel the ground
Yeah.
when he stomps the fucking tricks, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
He's on TV right now.
yeah.
It's on the SLS.
Yeah,
right now.
and for anybody watching, that's why my face, is so burnt. Because we were at Street League, dude.
Shout out to
Baking in the sun, but it was so
It
worth
was
it.
such a fun time.
Yeah,
bro.
it was amazing. Street League was so sick.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having that shit, bro. Like that was super fucking dope.
Wish I would have went, but at the same time, I got to watch it at home at front row.
Yeah.
But still, yeah, I did. I had that FOMO for sure, man. I was missing out on everything.
Oh yeah, nah, you got to be there. And not going into detail, but Rob, Deer Dick, if you're watching this, hit me up, bro. About the shoe soles, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not going into detail. He needs to hit me up.
All right.
Yeah, he needs to hit me up on that.
Well, before we get out of here, we do ask you one more question. We'll
Okay.
give you a little question from the bowl.
All right, cool.
Maybe it's something you've already answered. We'll see, but
All right.
go ahead and pick a question out. Let's see. What does that say?
Okay, if you could film any pro skater, who are you picking and at what spot?
Would you want to film a pro skater?
Yeah, fuck. I mean, that's the question I pulled.
That's cool. And then you'd like to film?
I love to film.
Yeah.
So, and I still film people to this day. So, shit, if a pro skater that I could film, I would say it's really hard to say one person.
Oh, I know, right?
You know?
Pick one, you leave out five.
I guess there's only one answer.
Okay.
Rodney Mullen.
Rodney Mullen. Damn, that's a good answer right there.
You have to pick Rodney Mullen.
Great answer.
Ooh-wee. Hell yeah.
You got to. There's nobody else to pick.
And it'll be like 4 o'clock in the morning in the middle of nowhere in a parking lot.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
mean,
mean?
there's a whole long list of people I'd love to see send it down some shit and, but when it comes down to it, the man invented the fucking kickflip, bro.
Dude. That's a great answer right there, man.
And I saw him the other day at the Tony Hawk video game premiere shit.
Did you really?
That they didn't want to let me in, even though I'm in the fucking online version of the game, but that's okay.
Oh, man.
I knew it was just the little hidden dude at the desk with the laptop.
That's a guy I definitely want to run into because I have a couple of boards I would love for him to sign for me.
Oh, he was humble. He was hella cool. That guy was fucking amazing.
Well, I actually got more than a couple now. I got like 2 right there hanging. Those freestyle boards right there next to the TV.
I see the reissue.
And I'll definitely bring you some boards. I just don't have any right now. I sold them all.
It's all good, man, dude. We appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, and the couple other ones that I had are at the Skateboarding Hall of Fame.
Awesome.
Yeah, so if you're in the area and you want to buy one of my boards,
Yeah.
you can go to Unified They got my boards. You could go to Simi Valley Skateboarding Hall of Fame. You can get those. And my board is on the wall in the Skateboarding Hall of Fame.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's another thing that is, has happened in the last couple of years. It's my first pro model board that I had was the same year that I really started with the music. So my first pro model board is like 6 of my albums on
Sick.
Yeah, which I think I'm probably the only pro skater to have all that much music to put on a board. I don't know. Maybe not, but I did it. It was fucking sick. And now you could go into the Hall of Fame in Simi Valley, and my shit's right there, like next to fucking TK and Mark Appleyard and shit.
That's amazing. If you're out there, you see it, please take a photo of it.
I will.
Tag us. No,
well, it's on my Instagram. If they go. Yeah. If you guys go.
Out there, send us a photo of it. We'll love to repost that. Man.
Yeah, fucking tag us, bro. I'll repost that shit.
For sure, man.
On the reposting tip, bro, this is what we have to do. Okay? And I've built a team. If you look at all my reels, right? You're like, how the fuck did this guy get 200 some comments, right? Commenting is free. Mm-hmm. Reposting people is free. What the fuck are you guys scared of, dude?
Know. I tell people all the time,
Repost your homie. He's got a fucking TV show.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you're not a guest and you don't even know the guest, but your homie got a TV show and he's posting, look, this dude's going to be on here. Post that shit. Repost it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we have to do. And I got a small, like, a little army of people now.
Smart.
We all repost each other. We all comment each other.
I noticed that helps a lot of people out that their whole team, no matter what, they're all tagging each other. They're all reposting each other.
That's all you have to do.
That's all you have to do.
And it costs you fucking zero.
Like 5 seconds of your time.
Come on.
Big love, and I got to give you your flowers, Sk8, because you always show love to everyone. Whether if they're your friends or just people you're inspired by, you're always posting. I love that. I appreciate.
I'm always reposting for sure. Too. I always got to repost the people that have been on the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I was gonna start trying to post people that we want on the show, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just stick to the form that I've been doing. Like everybody we post has always been on the show, or like if we repost something, it's because somebody saw our sticker out in the wild, or like somebody just.
I love how you put the episode number too. With whatever you post with the person you're reposting, you have the episode number. Yeah, I love how you do that because you can go back in and you can.
I try to do that on Friday, so that way if somebody wants to go back on the weekend and go check somebody out that maybe they hadn't seen yet,
There'll be times where I'll go onto your channel. I'm like, I didn't even know you interviewed with them, and then I'll watch that, and then I'll watch another one.
Exactly.
That's sick. Have you interviewed the dude Todd from the Skateboarding Hall of Fame?
No.
You should interview that guy. He just was on the 9 Club too.
I saw that. Yeah.
That dude is fucking so cool, man.
There's a big list of people we got already, but yeah, like we're always down to get everybody in. But like I said, we're booked all the way up until we'll probably start calling people when this episode drops. But like I said, we're pretty booked already.
It's a blessing.
So it's a good thing. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
And then we have and we're growing where we have people out there searching out for people like, hire people in the but we're for the locals mostly. But we're down to get anybody in the studio, pro or, whoever. So that's our goal to just keep it going, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Totally.
Do you have any shout outs?
Let's shout out also this cool little mini ramp company who I guess is one of my sponsors. They just gave me a fucking mini ramp.
Oh, sick.
It's a blow up mini ramp.
Oh, yeah.
The inflatable in ramp. So it's called Evolution Ramps.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the coolest thing. And I got my ramp at the Skateboarding Hall of Fame. I donated it to them for now. So
that's dope.
You could go skate it if you want, but it's so cool. You literally pump it up in 15 minutes and you have a whole ass fucking half pipe and shit.
I wish I would have
to have a session at the beach with that would be amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I mean, you got the OG one.
Yeah, that's rad, bro.
But it's weathered and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, well, that's the cool thing about it because it's plastic and rubber. So even if it does get rained on, it's not going to get messed up. But you can deflate it,
right? And put it away.
Dopest thing about it, you could resell that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, what do you do when you're done? You got a big ass pile of wood. You want to have a bonfire?
Yeah.
This one, you could sell the shit for $2,000.
Yeah.
Or some shit, or something. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the ramp company, shout them out because they're really cool. That guy is like a genius. He thought of that.
Yeah.
He invented
it. Made it happen.
He invented it and made it happen. Now it's literally selling worldwide.
Dope.
I'm trying to find a company to buy that company. So if you're out there and you want to be a fucking rich ass mini ramp business owner, hit me up. because we're selling Evolution ramps, and it could be your fucking company.
Wow.
And it's really a good deal, dude, because the guy he doesn't want that to be his life. He's just like an inventor. He probably wants to get the money and invent the next thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So for somebody, I did reach out to a couple current ramp companies that I thought would be a perfect fit, and they passed on it. So it's really a sitting duck opportunity for somebody who wants to be involved with skateboarding, wants to be a business owner. You could reach out to me, and I could send you the details. I have a whole pitch deck with all the numbers and what countries it's selling at and how many this ramp is selling.
Okay.
So if somebody really wants to buy a growing company, and before they're going on Shark Tank soon.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a cool
before
thing.
That happens, might get a better deal.
Yeah.
So after that, it's going to be like a demand.
Yeah. And then also go check out my new website. It's rainzcash.com, RAINZCASH.com. And then you can go buy the boards, and I got some special wax. We'll shout out the wax company, which is the homie Neil that you know, Scrape Wax.
Okay, yeah, shout out. Yeah, we got a couple of his right here.
Yeah, Scrape Wax. Shout out Scrape Wax. These are the colored ones. I have a pro model skate wax. It's clear, and we put like little fake diamond rings in the skull.
Oh, sick.
So it's literally the only skate wax probably in history with a surprise inside.
With the prize. That's dope, like a cereal box.
Yeah, it's like a cereal box prize. That was my idea, and I bought a bunch of rings off of Amazon and shit and gave them to Neil, and was like, when they're wet, drop them in. And it's dope because you actually have to use the fucking thing
to get to the ring.
To get to it.
Yeah.
So go do your work and get your shit. You know what I'm saying? And that was like a perfect thing for me because if you guys go watch the footage, and as you probably have already seen, I love to slide super far. You know, like I love to find those spots that are just super far. Yeah, so the wax works. Like this is some real shit. Like you're not going to waste your time and be like, and then you can't fucking grind the shit. Like it's actually going to slide. So that's cool. Shout out Unified, because Marco's the man.
Big love, Marco.
Yeah, Unified. Marco is actually the guy who's making my boards. Mm-hmm. So, and I know a lot of people that make boards, dude. So it took me like 6 months of skating. So for the people out there that buy my fucking boards, it wasn't on just a whim.
Right, you tested everything.
I got samples from a lot of people, and me and Carlos went and jumped off really big shit to see what was going to happen. And these boards that I got are the lightest, they're durable, and they're fresh, dude. Like people were giving me like, here's a deck that came off my wall, and it would snap, because it was stale. Yeah. It was sitting around for how long? So our boards are like really fresh and really good, so they're for real skateboarders. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a fucking company who doesn't give a fuck, bro. Like, every product that I'm going to sell on my website, or that I already sell on my website, is going to be quality shit, bro. Like, your board's going to be good and light and pop, and this wax is going to work. You know what I'm saying? And then I got some socks coming out soon. Look out for that. It's going to be super dope.
Sick.
Yeah, super dope.
We'll be all on the lookout for that. We'll repost everything. All the links, too, will be in the description below, too, as well. Yes, sir.
Cool.
All right. Max, you have any shout outs?
Shout out God, my wife, my mama, my tribe, my boy Reno right here, my boy Sean right here, and to everyone watching, drink water, take deep breaths, say your prayers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, dude. And I want to thank you again for coming down. I appreciate that.
For sure.
Dude, I really appreciate you coming down, sharing your story with us. You're always welcome back. If anything's popping off in the future, you can come back. Or if you, we still got to get Carlos in the chair too.
Oh, yeah.
So you could come back if we have today we didn't have anybody sitting on the couch. You could come and be a couch boy.
Totally. Oh, yeah. You know? That'll be cool.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Really cool. It's a lot of fun being on the side. Because you get to listen, but also still be involved in the conversation. If you have any questions, it's rad.
We try not to bring anybody that hasn't been on the show as a couch boy, because then we don't want to. We don't want to be like, we want to give them. He's had his show already. We're giving you your show. But I love that we could chime in and we could just have fun together.
Thank you again for having me.
And I just wanted.
Thank you, Max.
And if I could say one last thing, this is the fucking key, right? This is literally the key to your everything, bro. And I know this might come off if I sound stupid. I don't give a fuck, because it's not. Don't lie, don't cheat, and don't steal. Right?
Very easy.
it should be like
It
breathing.
should be easy, but yeah.
Right? But that's actually something that I have to tell people now.
Yeah.
Right? But if you don't do those 3 things, your whole life will be good. If you're not, cheating on your girl and coming up with a million ideas and stories and bullshit and running around, your mind will be clear. You know what I'm saying? If you're not holding grudges and stealing from people and you're like, you don't need none of that shit.
I have a clear head for sure.
Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal, and just fucking go hard on whatever you're doing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are like, how come this shit's not working for me or whatever? If you do those 3 things, you're not going to ask those questions no more.
Mm-hmm. Very good advice, man.
So that's it. That's why I've been on every fucking time I get. I'm like, don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal.
Words to live by right there, man.
Yeah.
And again, thank you, Max, for holding it down for the Couch Boys today. I really
Big love,
appreciate
Listo
it.
Peralta. Big love.
And don't stop skating ever.
Don't stop skating out there. Shout out to my guys. They couldn't make it today. Listo was out in Hemet, so he's probably doing the best trick today. Peralta has some family things to take care of, so shout out to the boys out there. Thank everybody for tuning in and watching. We really appreciate it. If you have your favorite local skater out there that you want to see on the show, let us know. Send us a DM on the Instagram, or at least tag us in the on the Instagrams. It really helps us out. Show us some love. Leave some comments. Till next week, I'm OG Sk8. Till
One
next
love.
time, peace out.
God bless.
Remember, you gotta stop it.
Yes, got you, brother.
Fade out. Fade out. Yeah.
There we go.
Stop.
Yeah.